Unsolicited advice.
What you whispering for? Yo, what's unsolicited advice? Take it or leave it. Ladies, this one is for you. This one is for you. I'm probably going to get in trouble with this post, but it's been something I've been wanting to talk about. Something that and I had to do some research, ask a lot of questions, study it. So I'm kind of sort of just giving you my opinion on it, and hopefully some advice. Because it is, it's one of those things that it's like a mystery. And I know I paused right there, but it's just because I'm trying to collect my thoughts and make sure I don't say anything that'll, get me in trouble, with the BWs, the black women mostly. But today we're going to talk about intuition / girl math. A woman's intuition is almost like a superpower. It's like a spidey sense. For all y'all that got kids that like Spider-Man, it's like a spidey sense. It's just something that makes your ears perk up and say, okay, something's not right here. I think this is going on. I need to find out. I need to investigate. And how that ties into girl math. Because once a woman has her intuition kicks in, she starts doing girl math. And whether that's overthinking, whether that's playing a bunch of scenarios out in her head, whether that's being overreacting, getting upset very quickly. I'm just going to talk about how we can understand it and work together on it. But woman's intuition is something very powerful. And it's a barrier that's hard to break. Once a woman feels something, it's hard for you to get her to see otherwise. She just knows something's not right. And sometimes she's right, sometimes she's wrong. It's like a 50-50 thing, if you ask me. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. But it causes them to do what I call girl math. Now, girl math is an impossible arithmetic. That means don't even try to understand it. It's very confusing. Because even if her intuition is wrong, she gonna still come back and give you an attitude. And you're gonna be like, well, what was the point of all that? So girl math is like I said, it's like an impossible arithmetic. You can't understand it. You can't try to equate it. There's nothing you can do. It's their little thing that they do to try to understand why they're doing what they're doing. So, it's just not for us guys. It's just not something. Just stay out of it and stay away from it. Let them do whatever they need to do. But one of the ways they do this is, once they like you, it's like, I like him, so now it's time to overthink. So their intuition is I like him, but the girl math is, now that I like him, that equates to it's time to overthink. So once a girl really, really likes you and they start having feelings for you, they're going to tend to overthink because they're looking for the perfect, and they're looking for the perfect answer, the perfect equation, the perfect scenario for this situation. Because they want everything to go right now, because they feel like they found their soul mate or their person. So it causes them to overthink, which is never a good thing. I don't think that they mean to. They just don't want anything to go wrong. So now they're thinking 100 miles an hour. They want to make sure that they're getting everything right. They want to make sure they're doing everything right. They want to make sure that they're making you happy and that they're not messing up in the process. So they tend to overthink. Then once they like you, then the next thing is more than likely you're probably going to have sex. Y'all going to end up fucking. So now I like him. I want to have sex with him. The intuition is I want to have sex with him. Now I'm at that point. The girl math of that is now that we're having sex, the sex has got me in my head. So now we're back in our head again because, not only do I like him, but he gives me sex the way I like it. So now I'm in my head. He got me in my head. He don't know it, but I'm in there, and I'm locked in now. And we go together, and it's weird. If you've ever had sex with a girl and you know that you've given her good sex, the weird part about that is they'll all of a sudden have it's like a weird attitude that they'll have. I don't know if it's just arrogance or confidence or what, but it's like a weird attitude. And you're looking at them like, we should be good. Like, why do you have an attitude? But that's the part of them that's in their head now, because it's like, okay, you fucked me too good. So now I'm in my head about some things. Where is this going? What are we? Just everything. In our minds, it's like, well, we just had sex. We're having a good time. For guys, it's simple. We're having a good time. We just had sex. What's the big deal? Let's get something to eat. But in a woman's mind, it's like, no, you just fucked me good. I'm in my head now. So, so now it's a woman's intuition now is to be clingy. Most of the time they're clingy, or they just want to be up under you. They want to be around you. So woman's intuition, oh, it's time to be clingy. I'm finna be in his skin. The girl math of that is, I'm getting on his nerves. I'm getting on his nerves. So this is where they start overreacting in a way, because their intuition is to be in your skin because they want you now. You're doing everything right. You're giving them all the vibes. And they don't know that they're getting on your nerves. Or maybe they do and they just don't care because they want to be in your skin. But they're starting to realize that they're getting on your nerves. And this is the part where a lot of things start to go wrong, because a lot of times women don't take the hint that, okay, you know what, I need to slow down. I need to back up just a little bit. Give this man some space. Let him, give him time to miss me too. But when a woman loves you, or when they're excited about you, it's hard for them not to love you hard. I've been a part of that before. Some people, I'm sure we all been through that. But a woman's intuition is just to be on you. When they like you, when they really like you, they're on you. They want to be around you. They want to be in your skin. So that causes that girl math to start kicking in. So that means, oh, I'm finna get on your nerves. Just deal with it. Before a guy's like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Where was that confident girl at? Where was the girl that was making me wait and just seemed like to have everything figured out? Now she's a different person. Now all of a sudden she's all over me, and she's everywhere, and I can't have room to breathe. I see her every day. I'm not even, excited to see her no more because I see her all the time. So now that she's in the clingy stage, and the girl math is that I'm getting on his nerves, clingy / getting on his nerves. Now it's the argument. Now the tension is there now. So now it's the argument. The woman's intuition is to argue now because you're rejecting her because she's getting on your nerves. So now it's time to jump into the situation. What are we and why are you acting funny? So, like I said, argue. It's the woman's intuition to argue now. The girl math of that is sorry, not sorry. So, like I said, if they're being clingy and you call them on it, and they're you be honest with them, say, yeah, you are getting on my nerves, and it's starting to be a bit irritating and whatnot. In their mind, it's like, sorry, not sorry. You shouldn't have did what you did. You the one got me, got my head in the clouds. You got me feeling a certain way. You shouldn't have did what you did. So girls can tend to have a sorry, not sorry attitude. It's like, you're going to have to deal with it. We go together. So I think they have fun. I don't think they necessarily mean it like that. But in their mind, they're serious. It's their intuition to say, no, you got me feeling a certain way. I'm keeping you. This is who I'm at, who I am. You got to deal with it. Sorry, not sorry. And that doesn't always work. That's definitely not something you should do. This is at the point where you should start listening and say, okay, you know what? He might be right. Let me slow down just a little bit. Take my time. Make sure I'm not making any mistakes so this can last. But we don't do that, do we? We don't do that, do we, ladies? No. So the next woman's intuition, when you say something like that, mind you, you're already having sex with her. She already feels a certain way about you. So the fact that you say, man, you starting to get on my nerves, I need some space. She's going to equate that to, what? Oh, you don't want to be around me. So her woman's intuition is, oh, I'm getting on his nerves. He don't want me around. But the girl math is he cheating? So now it's really time to be in our heads. Because the moment that you tell her that, hey, let's take things slow, or hey, that sometimes that's a bit irritating. Let's not do that. She's equating that to, oh, well, you must be giving your energy to somebody else. Oh, well, why are you all of a sudden acting like that? You don't care about me the way I care about you. This is where we start to overthink. We start to overthink. We start to treat everything like, it's a, like you're in a crime scene. You're overanalyzing now. But the girl math of it is he cheating? Now it's time to start wondering, connecting the dots. Oh, he's starting to be distant. He's starting to shrug his shoulder or, push away whenever I touch him or whatever. Forgetting the fact that he told you why he was doing that, because you were being too clingy or you wasn't giving him enough space. But in your mind, it's time to find out if he's cheating. So now we're at the point of, this is prime woman's intuition, where now we're at the point of, oh, okay, well, since I think he's cheating, I'm going to find out if he's cheating. And the girl math for that is win or lose, deny and do not apologize. So they're going, a lot of times, I'm not going to say all, but most women, this is where they try to trick you. This is where the woman's intuition kicks in. So they'll start asking you, or, just putting little things out there to try to see if you're cheating. Or they might just out and out accuse you of cheating. But on the back end of that, the girl math of that is yeah, I'm accusing you of cheating. But if you're not, I'm going to deny and I'm not going to apologize. That's the girl math of that. And like I said, this is prime woman's intuition, because it can go left real quick if they're not accurate with it. Now, some girls are very good. They can just sense it. And we'll get into that later, and I'll tell you why you don't need woman's intuition. So, at this point, let's just say that she wasn't correct with her intuition, that he wasn't cheating. So at this point, she's going to have an attitude. So the attitude means her intuition is to have an attitude. But the girl math now is, oh, I'm just going to let it burn. You knew what you was doing when you met me. You're just going to have to learn how to deal with me. This is just how I get. You'll be all right. This is where they start trying to mandate that you deal with them. This is a key moment where a lot of women like to treat you, or they like to test your manhood and say, oh, you know what, you probably just can't handle a woman like me. I'm too much woman for you. You got to learn how to deal with my moods. No. We don't do this, okay? Let's not do this part. There's a couple of parts in here that you have to cut out, okay? The getting on the nerves, the sorry, not sorry, the, oh, but is he cheating? Oh, well, since he's not cheating, or, I haven't found any reasons, I'm going to deny and I'm not going to apologize. You got to cut that part out, because you can just stay at, it's okay to have feelings and thoughts in your head, but it doesn't mean that you have to react to everything. Sometimes it's just good to just be patient and observative, because you'll get all the answers that you need. But at this point, you're letting it burn, because you know that you done pissed him off. And out of fear of losing him, you're starting to spiral. And if you're spiraling, you're at the point of woman's intuition where your ears are starting to prick up. Oh, he's about to leave. Oh, you're no different than the rest. So the girl math of it is you're no different from the rest. So it's your job as a man to not leave. You got to sit there and take all that. So it's always you just, like I said, the woman's intuition is I think I'm pushing him away or he's going to leave. But the girl math of that is you're just no different. You're not a man. You're just afraid of commitment. You just don't want to sit here and work things out. Woman's intuition is probably the weirdest, in my mind, the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Because if you had woman's intuition, then you would already know if the guy was right for you or not from the beginning. You wouldn't even have to question it. You would know. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you never know. People change on you. But if you got woman's intuition, you would know that. That's the thing that contradicts woman's intuition. When does it actually kick in? When you decide it kicks in? It makes no sense. Woman's intuition should kick in the moment that you're on a date or the moment that you're getting to know a guy. That it should kick in then. It shouldn't kick in after y'all had sex, and he got you all in your feelings. But I digress. Woman's intuition is a good thing to have, but girl math needs to go. Because it's okay to have the intuitions, but it's what you equate after that. So the woman's math is what you equate after you have the intuition. The equation is not adding up, and you shouldn't do that. It's nothing just to ask a guy, hey, how's everything going? Do you think everything's going good between me and you? Are there things that I'm doing that may irritate you? Okay, well, how can I do better? Vice versa. Same thing with the guys. Us guys, we have to do it all the time. But I think women have a harder time doing it because, it's almost like rejection to them. If you don't accept their love or you don't accept how they love you or how they want to go about being with you, if you critique them, a lot of them are going to get upset. It takes them a minute. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all don't get mad at me, but it's just my thought on it. Like I said, innocent, unsolicited advice. You can take it or leave it.